So hello! Good day! I am Rezel Ikabugsa. Today I'm going to present the anatomy of SLR camera. So when we say SLR camera, it is the single lens reflex camera. So later on I will be discussing the parts and its functions. So this is my drawing. The SLR camera. So SLR camera, it is a single lens reflex camera. So whenever we state SLR, we're referencing to a camera with a single lens reflex. So a single lens reflex camera is equipped device that utilizes a reflections and lenses system. And also, it allows the photographers to go see approximately when we would be taken via the lenses. So, also, when we say SLR cameras, it offers slightly better quality of color, tone, and contrast. The next is the parts of the camera and its functions. So, the parts of the camera and its functions. Start with the top of the camera. Number one, flash. You can use the flashlight to compensate for the lack of brightness when shooting in dimly lit situations like indoors or night scenes. Using the flash can also be effective to prevent camera shake and subject blur. So, number two, main control dial. For an example, when operating in manual exposure control, main dial is used to adjust the shutter speed, while the rear quake control dial is used for setting an aperture. So, there are two sources of information display in adding the photographer during shooting. So, number three, shutter button. So, the shutter button, release button, it can use to record the photographers. So, number four, power switch. This turns the camera on and off. So, number five, mode dial. A mode dial or camera dial is a dial used on digital camera to change the camera's mode. That's the functions of the top of the SLR camera. Next is the back of the camera. So, number one, viewfinder. The viewfinder is the eyepiece on a camera that you hold close to your eye to allow you to see what's being photographed. So, number two, LCD display. The LCD works for viewing photos, displaying menu options, and serving as a live viewfinder. So, you're familiar with that. Number three, proscape. It allows to move back and forth between pictures and videos. So, number four, play button. It allows to play a video. And number five, erase button. It is the one to allow you to erase the photo. Lastly, the memory card slot. So, it opens and closes to allow you to put in and take out the memory card. So, that are the functions of the back of the SLR camera. See the front of the camera. The front of the SLR camera. So, number one, the focus mode switch. So, this focus mode switch, it is used to focus mode selector to choose how the camera button. So this button will trigger the 4-up flash. Its location may vary from camera. So number 3, lens release button. So when we say lens release button, it is the one that you press this button to unlock the lens mount and detach the lens by rotating it. So, like that. So, number 4 and lastly, the parts of the front of the SLR camera is a lens. So, a lens is a tool used to bring light to a fixed focal point. So, the lens directs light to a digital sensor. So that are the functions, or that are the parts and functions of the SLR